As we've talked about, this course is going to be a step-by-step guide to building a multifamily pro forma investment model. Now, the way that this course is going to be structured is we're going to build each page individually. So we're going to start with the summary page and go all the way through to the end of the model, creating a tab that checks all of our work to make sure that the model is functioning correctly. But the course is going to be based around building each individual sheet and then moving on to the next. And each is going to be its own section. So the pro forma outline is what I want to cover in these next few lessons to show you guys what we're actually going to be building in this course. So first off, we're going to start with how to create a visually appealing and informative summary page. So this is going to have a lot of our main inputs, and it's also going to have a lot of our main outputs, our key investment metrics that we're going to want to be able to show investors and partners very easily in some sort of a dashboard that they can take a look at very quickly and understand the return metrics and profile of the deal. So we're going to talk about things like modeling return on cost, modeling sources and uses of the deal, and showing key investment and sale metrics, such as the internal rate of return, the equity multiple, and an average cash on cash return, the things that investors and partners are going to really care about. So after we've built the summary page, the next thing that we're going to do is we are going to build a dynamic multifamily revenue tab. And that revenue tab is going to have a lot of different components. But essentially what it's going to do is it's going to create time-weighted renovation premiums. And what I mean by that is we're going to be able to create a summarized rent roll and unit mix that's going to show what current in-place rents are. So the rental rates for each different unit type. Then we're going to be able to add in renovation premiums. So if we want to renovate units and we want to show what that post-renovation rent is going to look like, we are going to be able to build that in this model. We're also going to talk about modeling organic market rent growth. So how do we model that into our model if we believe that organic rent growth outside of our own renovation is going to be 5% in the first year, but then maybe only 3% in the second year, and maybe only 2% in the following year, but then maybe back up to 5% in the following year? How do we actually go about modeling that? We're going to build that as well. And then we're going to model economic vacancy. And we're going to talk about everything that goes into that and how to actually build that in your multifamily pro forma. After we've built the multifamily revenue tab, next we're going to jump into our multifamily expenses. And this tab is going to take a deep dive into each multifamily expense line item, including property taxes, management fees, and all other line items associated with operating an apartment complex.